So this, Rusty, is a story about how I traumatized an employee at Wawa.
Okay.
So Wawa is a local chain. It's actually endemic to the Philadelphia area, but for some reason they started building a bunch of them down here in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the first Wawa to get added to our town opened up sometime in 2019.
It's overrated.
Is it now?
Everyone loves Wawa, but there's no reason to like it. It's just a gas station with a limited supply of things. I'm not really sure what the hype is.
Now, Rusty, as someone who personally used to eat a lot of gas station food, I can say that Wawa and their food offerings is certainly a step up from pretty much any other gas station chain, at least in Florida. I can't speak for some others. I know that out in Pennsylvania, you have a competing grocery store, or not grocery, gas station food convenience store chain to Wawa called Sheetz, and that's popular in the Pittsburgh area.
Yeah, I've been to Sheetz.
You've been to a Sheetz?
That's what I got when I ate the food there.
Oh, wow. I got Giardia from an old hot dog at 7-Eleven. It's part of the reasons I'm plant-based today. And basically, Wawa, for a gas station, which is really what it is, it is about as good as the food can possibly be.
Okay, so it's good food at Wawa, and you traumatized an employee there.
All right, so as we know, excuse me, sorry, it's just the avian flu acting up.
Of course.
As we know, I'm plant-based, everyone. I don't think I say it enough. And sometimes when you deal with fast food, it's hard to find things that are plant-based. Almost everything on the shelves and for sale at restaurants, convenience stores, it has some degree of milk or meat.
Or egg.
Or egg.
Yeah.
Gelatin's another big one that disqualifies stuff from being vegan. And that's in just about every... So you have to be very careful, you know. And so Wawa's big attraction is that they have these sandwiches which are called hoagies to them. I don't know if anyone else on earth calls them hoagies, but
Everyone calls sandwiches hoagies.
It's a sub.
Yeah, that's a very common name for a sub.
In Florida, they're called subs, but I guess Wawa, since they're based in Philadelphia, they call them hoagies. So I started ordering the hoagies because you can mix and match the specific ingredients, and I can make my delicious vegan treat. So you go to they have the
pickle and mustard sandwiches again.
We're getting to that, Rusty.
Okay, all right.
We're getting that, but
I was just wondering when.
Look, there's context behind this story.
Okay.
It's not as much of a horrific situation of ridicule as everyone has been treating me every time I tell this story to people, but they have these. So they have these touchscreen kiosks at the front of the Wawa where you order your sandwich. It's very convenient, actually. I normally don't like the touchscreen self-checkout at most restaurants. I prefer to talk to an actual human. But Wawa had a good system down before they integrated this. I guess there was probably a lot of troubleshooting in the Philadelphia area before they expanded to Florida. But anyway, you go through and you touch and order your hoagie, and then you choose your bread and then all the toppings that go on it. So it ain't easy eating plant-based, but I make it work.
Yeah, you're a real soldier.
I carry the flag for all the plant-based people out
Clowns.
there. You know, Rusty, if you ever watched The Joker, you know what eventually happens when you push a clown around too hard.
He gets raped in prison and becomes a show tune.
Okay, maybe not that. We're talking about the first Joker. Which probably was roughly the time this incident happened. Joker came out. But anyway, so I decided that my option for the sub, I would have to get the bread and then spinach, tomato, onion, and pickles. And then some sauce, like mustard and buffalo sauce and honey barbecue. Honey, by the way, is disputed among vegans. I personally think honey is acceptable to eat because it is created out of a byproduct of, basically a waste product of the bees that doesn't involve really killing or torturing the bees to collect.
Sure. What about milk?
There's a lot of problems with the milk industry, Rusty.
Sure.
But that's going to have to be a conversation for a different time. Anyway, so I get something that it would look like a sub from probably about 10 feet away, but then as you got closer, the laymen, or normies as we call them, they'd probably start to ask me like, "Oh, where's the meat? Where's the cheese?" Basically, it's a sub sandwich without meat and cheese. It's really not that complex, and no dairy-based sauces like mayonnaise or ranch dressing.
Okay, I think we've established the story so far.
That's right. So I'd order this sub probably 6 or 7 times, and then one day, I guess I was running late to something or I was very busy. I had a bit of a brain fart situation at the Wawa kiosk, and it basically ended up in me not ordering the spinach, onion, and tomato.
Okay.
And so basically the order that ended up getting put in to the Wawa the Wawa system was a sub with pickles and sauce and nothing else.
Okay.
I just ordered a pickle and sauce sub. And apparently this was a little unusual. It was a little bit unusual. I had it. Delicious, by the way. I say don't knock it till you try it. But every person I would describe this to would give me like this complete disgusted look on their face. Like I'm a total giant freak for ordering a pickle and sauce sub.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, the pickle and sauce sub. So it's just a pickle sandwich. It does seem like something that someone with someone who doesn't have a good understanding of emotions might eat.
Maybe.
Autism.
Autism?
Yes.
Possibly.
Plant-based autism.
Possibly it was a stroke of autism that day when I ordered the sandwich. But it was good. I say you don't knock it till you try it. Everyone I told that I ordered this thing completely ridiculed me. Said I was the biggest idiot freak.
These are
ever.
People in the store saying this?
No, these are.
How many people did you tell about ordering a sub with just pickles and sauce?
Probably 3 or 4.
Okay, all right.
And if I recall correctly, you were one of them, and you ridiculed me and made fun of me and mocked me.
Yeah.
For ordering this pickle and sauce sub.
How old is this story?
This happened probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so what happened with the employee that you terrorized?
Well, this is the funny part. I kept thinking to myself, these are the people, they just don't get it. Well, what's the big deal with me ordering a pickle and sauce sub?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's right there on the machine. You're allowed to order it. And it's not like this freaky, inedible thing like the guy on Instagram who posted the picture ordering like the nothing and half sausage pizza.
Oh, God, Em, please get to the point. This story has been going on for 20 minutes and it hasn't even got up to where it begins. This is a lot of exposition.
We're almost at the ending.
Oh, shit, okay.
Well, anyway, the point is, a few days after this, I went back to the Wawa and I was just waiting for my meal. I ordered the correct sub this time. So it's not like I specifically provoked any sort of alarm. But as I was waiting for my meal to be delivered at the food prep area, I overheard the cashier telling another employee about this freak that came in the other day and ordered a mustard and pickle sub.
Well, that was you, though? Or was it someone else?
It was me.
Okay.
It had to have been me.
Okay.
Because apparently, I guess this is like a 1 in a million type thing.
Yeah.
Where no one would have the balls to go into Wawa
and order what they actually want.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it was one of those Truman Show situations.
Did you get that bitch fired for disclosing client information.
No, that's one of the things where you just got to let it play out because it's one of these surreal situations.
So you're ordering a sub, and she's over there saying, "This fucking freak, this weirdo, just ordered a pickle."
She basically starts like, "Oh, the other day the strangest thing happened. Like this weird guy came in, and he
ordered ugly.
He ordered a sub, and all he wanted was pickles and sauce.
And then you had to check out.
Well, I just kept a mental note, and I guess I've been saving it to disclose to everyone on this very show today.
All right, next episode we're gonna make some pickles and sauce subs.
Maybe I should order it again, and we can review the pickle and sauce sub.
How many can you order? Get like 10 of them.
10?
Yeah, let's have a party.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll order 5.
I don't think the Wawa subs have a very long shelf life. They're meant to be eaten like almost immediately.
Oh.
But anyway, that was like a Truman Show moment where they were telling this story obviously at my expense, and I was sitting right there, and they didn't know it was me.
That's pretty funny. How did you terrorize them?
Well, it was like days later, so I figured that this one order and them putting together this bizarre system of ingredients, it stuck in their memory. It stuck in their memory so much that they wanted to tell the story to others later publicly so that they could share this experience that happened to them. And I have a feeling that
this is going to be something that people talk about for generations, possibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down as like this legend at that Wawa, where I'm like this mysterious mythological figure who ordered a pickle and sauce sub. I have a feeling that I guess this was the person who made the sub the first time, and when they were assembling it, it must have given them an existential crisis about the state of consumerism and just where they were in their life, because they're probably sitting there thinking like, I'm getting paid near minimum wage to assemble a sub for some freak who wants pickles and sauce on bread.
All right, well, that is a good story, and I think we should follow up on the pickles and sauce. I'm going to try one myself to make sure that I'm not judging you too harshly on this retard sandwich, or hoagie as you call them.
You think that mixing two vinegary and acidic things together, such as pickles and mustard, would create an overbearing experience for the palate. However, one would find that these two flavors actually complement each other quite well. The crunchy texture of the pickles, undercut by the soft, crispy nature of the toasted hoagie roll, it ends up producing this rather ethereal experience, one in which someone could lose themselves bite after bite as the sub is gradually consumed. Sometimes these things go to show that life's greatest benefits actually come from mistakes, because it was a mistake, an error, that I neglected to order the onion, tomato, and spinach that I normally would get. However, the result ended up being much better than I expected. So I guess it goes to show that sometimes it pays to take, run with the mistake if you make it. It might not be that bad after all. And hopefully you'll give an entertaining story for others to tell in the future.